He just won't leave you alone, huh?
Wherever my cat goes in the house, her turtle BFF has to be right next to her. Every night, Gonzo makes his way to Koyuki's bed. And if Gonzo ever loses sight of Koyuki, he speeds off on his skateboard to look for her. When people see Gonzo next to Koyuki, they always say, "Is that a shell on wheels?" But once they get a closer look, they see it's a mini turtle following his cat sister. Gonzo is super clingy and is always right under Koyuki's feet. Until she finally thought, well, if you can beat him, join him.
Gunso. Oh.
I was walking home one day when I saw something that looked like a seashell, and then I got closer and realized it was a tiny turtle. He was so thirsty and needed water immediately. So we bought a brand new tank for him to soak into.
Konnichiwa.
We have a cat at home, Koyuki, and she was super curious about her new scaly friend. She would lie next to his tank every day to get a better look at him, until we finally decided it was time to introduce them. Koyuki was a little unsure at first, since Gonzo was not what she expected. But Gonzo was determined to make a friend out of Koyuki. Gonzo was so small he couldn't keep up with his sister around the house, and it was really sad to see. So we decided to help him out. And that was the moment that we thought, what if we get him a mini skateboard? Gonzo was a master on the board from the second he climbed on. Now, no matter where Koyuki is, Gonzo is zooming right behind her. Every time Koyuki sees something out the window, Gonzo never misses a beat. Sometimes Koyuki loves to kiss Gonzo and then run away. She even climbs into his tank to greet him in the mornings. They truly are a match made in heaven. I never in my wildest dreams expected Koyuki and Gonzo to get along. But seeing their relationship grow has been incredible. Of course, we always make sure to supervise them when they're playing. But Koyuki has never been mean or rough to Gonzo. And every day with these two is just another adventure.
He just won't leave you alone, huh?
If he has a choice between Penelope or the other pig, he goes for Penelope every time. He is obsessed with her. Somehow he knows the difference. He just follows her like a puppy. And he's fast. He keeps up with her. I've seen him nibble her ears before. It's very funny to see them interact. They do behave like an old couple. They bicker, but they still love each other. Tank is 35 years old. I got him about 20 years ago when we were both 15. So I tease that he's my twin brother. One of our neighbors was a tortoise breeder. And we went to go look over his fence and look at the tortoises.
Good morning, handsome.
And then over in the corner was Tank. They said he's aggressive with the other male tortoises, so he can't live with anybody.
Stop it, you're such a grump.
So we said, well, is he going to live his life out in that isolation? And he said, probably. So we asked him what he would need. We asked if we could buy him, and we went home with a tortoise. And Penelope, we got as a little piglet. So he met her as a piglet. At first, she was just like, why is this rock moving? I don't get it. But she liked how warm his house was because his house is heated. So she would go in and snuggle with him. And he would just follow her around.
Tank, is that your new girlfriend? Are you guys besties?
The pigs love to rub up on things to like itch their back. And often we will see her go up on Tank and just rub up and down on him, like a little twerking motion. And Tank definitely gives no other of our animals that much attention. The goats, they jump on top of him. He's like a big moving rock and they just ride him, especially the baby goats.
Are you hitchhiking on Uncle Tank again?
And the other pigs put up with him. I think they get annoyed with him more than Penelope does. Everybody else just doesn't even care about him, really. So it's something about Penelope. Sometimes he overdoes it. Like you can tell sometimes she'll get annoyed, like, okay, that's enough. But it's really sweet. Whether they're chasing each other, cuddling, flirting, stealing food from each other, it's always something entertaining. Last year, Penelope had her first piglet litter, and he was just sitting right there, just kind of watching and making sure she was okay. He just loves her. And we kept teasing Tank. We said, sorry, Tank, you're not the dad. I could never be upset when they're around. It's really sweet that despite them not being the same species, they still love each other.
If you are rescuing or thinking of adopting an exotic animal, please make sure to contact professionals and do your research so that they can have the best life possible.